In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the ItemSorter mod. Basically, this mod is intended to help you sort your storage if you have a large storage, or if you have a lot of loot from like disbanding factions or something. So let's say I have a chest of, this is more like darkroom loot, but it works for this purpose. Another chest here, so I can do /grab help to see all of the commands and keybinds. So the first thing we have here is grab item, and this means comma separated items, so it's basically a list of items that you can grab. So say I want to grab the string and the spider eye here, so I can do grab string comma spider eye. So you can see it says that we're not grabbing these items. I open this chest, I can press tab, it will grab all of these. Open this one too, and it will grab all of them from here. So this saves across the chest, it's not just one chest. Let me put that back in. So now the other thing you can do if you don't want to type out the item, that this only works for single items, is you can do grab held. So let's say I want these bones, I do grab held. That sets my grabbing item to only the bone. So press tab, it's all. And the other similar thing is grab meta, which is hard to demonstrate with these. So I have, yeah, okay, these work. So if you don't know, metadata is the number behind the 1 here, 1/5. The 5 is the metadata, and that is specific to the kind of block it is. So all of these have ID of 1, but they have different metadata. So if I were to do grab held and I press tab, it would grab all of them because all of these have the same ID. Now if I did grab meta, that means I'm only grabbing items with ID of 1 and the metadata of 1, which is basically granite. So I press tab and it grabbed all of them. I do that again. And that is the meta thing. There are also grab presets, so grab presets to see them. These are the available presets. Oh, I didn't get rid of that one. Okay. Pretend you didn't see that. So yeah, these are the available presets that are in that come with the mod already. So say I want to do a grab food, and that puts into my grabbing list all of these items that are already in the preset. So if I press tab here, we have some food, more food, and so basically it grabs all of the food items that are in this list. And we can also add new presets by going to this file. It is listed again. Cannot type today. It is listed here in .minecraft liteconfig common, and this is the file ItemSorter presets.txt, which is, oh, you probably couldn't see that anyway. What was messing over? Let me see if I can bring that to the bottom there. Okay, yeah, so you see down there the path to the file. And so say I want to add a new preset for skeletons loot, so I will call it Skilly, and let me check what the IDs are. Bow is 261, bone is 352, and arrows are 262. So now I save that file, and I go back to here, and I need to reload this file from the disk. So grab reload, and now you can see in grab presets that I have this Skelly preset. So I can do grab Skelly, and it has the bow, bone, and arrow. I can open this, press tab, grabs all of these. Same thing here. Well, that's a lot of stuff. And yeah. Put that back. Okay, so that's it for the grab command. There's also other keys that help to move inventories around. So there is backward, right, forward, and left. These mean the keys that you have set in your options. So most of you would have WASD probably, or you have a different keyboard, it might be different keys. So these apply to what you have set here. And it will change if you change that, because I didn't want to use up so many keys in the mod, so I reuse keys that don't actually do anything when you have an inventory or a chest open. So what we have here is, let's start with the backward and right. So backward dumps all the inventory and hotbar items into the open container. Right grabs all the open containers items. So if I do D, which is my strafe right key, I grab all of these. If I press S, which is my backwards, I dump all of my inventory back in here. So I can do this. And there's also, this applies to W, A, and S. If I do left shift and then do the key, which is S, left shift S, I dump all of the items from my inventory that are in these top 3 rows, not including the hotbar, into this chest. And if I do it with left control, I dump only my hotbar. So S dumps all of them, Shift S dumps my top 3 rows, and Control S dumps my hotbar only. So that is the S and D. So other thing is the left and forward, which on my keyboard are A and W. If I have, let's say I have these items and I want to dump only the stone in because there's already stone in this chest, and like pretend this is my stone storage. So I can press W, which dumps all of the items that have the same ID and the same metadata. If you remember from earlier, these do not have the same metadata because this is 3, this is 0. So it dumped all of the regular stone into the chest because I pressed W. Look at that, what's wrong with it? Anyway, so if I do Shift W does only these top 3 rows. And if I were to do Control W, it only does the hotbar, and the item has to already be in this top chest here. So A does a similar thing, except that it dumps any item with no regard to metadata. So these, if I press A, it dumps all of these because they all have the same ID. So let me see if I can demonstrate this by adding another, that's bad color. Okay, so if I have some spider eyes and I want to dump only all of the stone into here, I would press A. That dumps all of the stone and all of these other blocks because they are all considered stone. If I only want, well, okay, that doesn't work because these are already in there. Like, I can quick stack only these stone by pressing W. I can also add these in if I press A. And I think that is it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Is this how I end a video? Hi. Okay. Bye. Thanks for watching and stuff. And yeah.